Disclaimer, all events, people, and some places in this video are fictitious. In other words, I made this shit up. None of this really happened. It is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
The Palmers were the perfect white picket fence family, but something sinister lied just beneath the surface. Hello, beautiful people of the internet, and welcome to They Make Monsters, where we tell the true crime stories the media is too afraid to. Today, we'll be looking at the very disturbing case of the Palmer family. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and share it with someone in a silly, goofy mood. Anyway, let's get into it. The Palmer family was just like any other family living in Waterloo, Iowa. The father, George Palmer, was a nurse at the local hospital, and his wife, Kathy Palmer, ran her own accounting firm. They had two kids, Ethan, age 17, and Hannah, age 14, who attended the local public school. They were the perfect white picket fence nuclear family. However, just below the surface lied a deeply dysfunctional and twisted family. The Palmer parents were very busy, with both of them having full-time jobs, leaving Ethan and Hannah alone most of the time. Hannah was on the school's lacrosse team, and so had many friends to spend her time with when her parents weren't around. She also had a very active TikTok account, where she posted daily, filling all of her needs for attention. Ethan, on the other hand, struggled to make friends. The other kids his age said he was creepy, an incel, and a chronically online weeb loser. And unlike most bullying in high school, this was not unwarranted. Ethan, throughout his childhood, enjoyed torturing and killing animals, which is a known sign of being a sociopath. He also didn't shower, and spent most of his time on social media making inappropriate comments on women's bodies. Ethan was also known to cause trouble in school, making rude and inappropriate comments about his fellow students. He had been called to the principal's office on multiple occasions, and was put on the high-risk list at his school. Ethan's parents seemed concerned about his behavior, but were unable to do anything because of their busy schedules. So Ethan's issues remained unsolved. Until... On September 23, 2021, police received a call from the Palmer's neighbors. Apparently, Hannah had run to the neighbor's house because she was, quote, like literally so scared of Ethan. He's literally so creepy, I can't. Also, he literally, murdered our parents. She told police that Ethan not only murdered her parents, but kept her captive in the house and told her that he would kill her too if she told anyone. Once Hannah was taken away to safety, police went to the Palmer's house to investigate. When they knocked on the door, Ethan answered. He told police that his parents were at work. When asked about what Hannah said, Ethan said she was, quote, capping for real. Police asked Ethan if they could come inside the house just to make sure everything was okay. But Ethan was defensive. After a lot of back and forth, police were able to convince Ethan to let them in, and what they found was horrifying. Police found the remains of George and Kathy Palmer dismembered, with parts of their bodies displayed in different parts of the house. Now, this part of the video will be very graphic, so if you're uncomfortable, please skip to this timestamp. Their heads were stuck onto Ethan's bedpost like some sort of messed up throne. Their intestines were found hung up around the kitchen and his room. Their blood was smeared all over the walls in some strange attempt at painting with it. Some of their fingers and toes were severed and stuck onto fairy lights, which were hung around Ethan's bedroom. Kathy Palmer's hand was positioned into a rude gesture and put on his desk. Their arms and legs were made into lamps around the house. Their torsos were sewn into pillows on the couch. Their hearts and some other internal organs were put in a fruit bowl as a centerpiece for the dining room table, and a similar centerpiece was found in bouquet form on Ethan's nightstand. And their genitals were luckily found buried outside. Police said that the house smelled rancid and rotted, and that there were bugs everywhere. Police immediately took Ethan into custody. Searching the house for evidence wasn't too difficult, as it was displayed all over the house. Police looked to Ethan's online life to search for a motive. Perhaps his parents had been abusive, or there was some financial reason. However, they found Ethan's 4chan account, in which he detailed his plans to murder his parents. Some of his posts include, "Feeling a little serial killer core. Probably gonna murder my family soon. Kinda excited, kinda nervous. Hope it goes well. Wish me luck, y'all." And, "Be me, 17. Feeling a little silly goofy Decide to murder my parents. About to kill my little sister too, but decide to keep her around. Redecorate my house with my parents' bodies. Happy." Attached to that post was a picture of Kathy Palmer's severed hand. Later, Ethan replied to that post with, "That ran away, WTF. Then even later with, "Police are at my door. What do I do? Time-sensitive question, please respond." It appeared that Ethan had no real motive other than pure feeling. But the case gets even more disturbing when police interrogate Ethan. After Ethan was taken into custody, he confessed to the murder, as there was no way he could fight the evidence against him. However, the recordings of his interrogation turned out to be truly haunting.
Did you kill your parents?
Yeah,
How did you do it?
I stabbed them with a kitchen knife.
And after that?
I chopped them up and decorated the house.
And why'd you do that?
I was just in a silly, goofy mood, a bonked up state. Also, it went with the serial killer core aesthetic.
What do you mean?
I was just feeling a little silly. I'm just a silly little guy, doing silly little things.
You consider brutally murdering your parents, dismembering them, and displaying their body parts around the house silly little things.
Yeah,
Okay.
Clearly, Ethan was very mentally unstable, and chronically online. But luckily, because Ethan had already confessed to the horrific crime, and he was a middle-class white male, his trial could happen faster. So on February 4th, 2022, Ethan was tried as an adult and was sentenced to life in prison without bail or the possibility of parole. His younger sister, Hannah, was taken to her grandparents in Savannah, Georgia. She has since posted all about her story on TikTok and was able to raise $10,000 from her supporters. She currently plans on going to college and pursuing a career in psychology so she can, quote, "find out what the is wrong with my brother." And thus ends the Palmer case. Again, this has been They Make Monsters. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember, murder is not silly goofy. Thanks for watching and have a great day.